Hey, what is going on, road trippers? Road Trip Nate here. Once again, welcome back to the channel. Tonight, we're keeping this four-part series going. We started off with 22 through 17. And then last night we did 16 to 11. Tonight we're doing 10 through 6 of my ranking of the states I've been to up to this point. Currently watching still that I've been on for a couple months now. My nose, my sinuses. Sorry if this is problematic for this video. My nose is giving me a fit, but we are going to do 10 through 6, cracking the top 10 tonight. And just like you all, I am anxious to see tomorrow what my top 5 states are. I have the list. So, anyway, let's get in there. Crack the top 10 of this list. I'm ready to do the grand finale tomorrow night. But tonight, this is the second to the end of this series. So, let's get in there. Coming in, I can finally do that. Number 10, Oklahoma. Why is Oklahoma number 10? I gotta deal with my nose for a minute.
Members here in America's mailbox. And with that said, I should also mention that they might not be the cheapest in the entire state of South Dakota. There are other companies. So some people like to kind of look around and save a few bucks and go somewhere else. Well, I already know that how that's worked out for them going with my Dakota address, because it's so much cheaper. Yeah, they decided to just close up shop without.
Okay. Hopefully my nose won't run. But coming in at number 10, like I said, Oklahoma. Why is Oklahoma number 10 on this list? I lived in Oklahoma for 7 years. From the middle of 2000 until 3/4 of the way through 2007. I graduated from Little Kansas, so Oklahoma is pretty much like an adopted home for me. I wasn't born there, but I spent most of my teenage years living with my dad. The experience is, I've never had a bad experience in Oklahoma. Yeah, there's some great scenery, but most of it's farmland, and myself, I like scenery. So, and it wasn't really like traveling, when I was in Oklahoma. It was like, that was where I lived, so it wasn't. So that's why it's farther down this list, is because, yeah, there's Oklahoma City and Tulsa. At least there's Tulsa. If y'all have watched my video a few years ago, my least favorite cities that I've been to, Tulsa was number 1. If y'all want to go back and watch that video about what I'm talking about Tulsa. But Oklahoma City, I liked. every time I go there, it's nice. Once you get out towards the Panhandle, there's not really much to see. But that's why it's number 10. I haven't had a bad experience there, but I mean, I lived there, so it's not really a trap. Anyway, number 9, Minnesota. Minnesota is a nice state. As soon as you get to Minnesota, it's like you can tell. It just has its own uniqueness. The scenery, the crisp, clean air. All the lakes. It's the land of 10,000 lakes. It is definitely a nice state. I went up there a few years ago. Only time I've been in Minnesota. Went up to a class at a hotel that I had for the roofing company. I know I've said numerous times on this channel that I did back in 2020. Had to go up to the Cambria Hotel in Maple Grove for a 3-day class in order to start working at this roofing company in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. But the suburbs of Minneapolis are nice. Maple Grove is a suburb of Minneapolis. Suburbs are nice. They're very clean. I don't know about the city of Minneapolis. I didn't go into the city of Minneapolis. But the suburbs, Minnesota is a very clean state. So I loved it. It was very clean, crisp air. A lot of scenery. Plus they had a White Castle right next door to the hotel I stayed at, which was nice. Got to have White Castle. Y'all know me. White Castle is my favorite fast food restaurant. I don't know, there's just something about White Castle I like. And I got to eat one at Maple Grove, Minnesota. Number 8. Disclaimer. Number 8 through 6, they all could have cracked into the top 5 if the top 5 states. But if I had different experiences in the top 5 states. So 8 through 2, 1's not going to go. 1's definitely not moving from the top spot, but 8 through 2, maybe 8 through 3, because I doubt number 2 would move either. But those could all be, depending on how I feel. The top 5 is I'm pretty set in the top 5, but 8 through 6, they all could have made their way in the top 5. Number 8, Tennessee. As with Minnesota, Tennessee, very beautiful landscape. I liked Memphis and Nashville. They have 2 of the best bar hopping places that I've been to. Memphis has Beale Street, Nashville has Broadway. Memphis is not really the nicest city, but it's got a lot of history. And I like a city with history. Nashville's growing. It's got a nice downtown. And I've had some good experiences in both, Memphis and Nashville. And I haven't even cracked Tennessee. I haven't been to Chattanooga. I haven't been to Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg. I haven't been to Great Smoky Mountain National Park, which is, I believe, the only free national park in the U.S. If I'm wrong, comment below. But I would like to go see the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, which is, I believe, possibly a bigger version of the Ozarks. So it'd be nice to see. But Tennessee, once I have better experiences, it'll probably jump up the list. Maybe knock one of the top 5 states off. But number two, number 7. Y'all are gonna laugh at me for this one. I need a drink before I do this one. Texas. I know, I'm shocked. Texas is number 7 of my favorite states. I took my disliking of the Dallas Cowboys, my dislike of the Texas Longhorns out of the equation, and just based on my current experiences, this is why I do my ranking videos, how I do my ranking videos, based on my current experiences. I don't let all these other different things. If I did that, Texas would probably be right there with Kansas. But we're not getting into sports. We're strictly talking my experiences of these states. Texas. Why is Texas number 7? I've never had a bad experience in the state of Texas. You know, I've gone to Dallas numerous times. Arlington is kind of like Branson to me. You know, it has everything I want, you know, entertainment-wise, attraction-wise. You know, that's why I go to a place, is because of the entertainment and the attractions. To have a well-rounded vacation getaway. I love Six Flags Over Texas. The Dallas metro area is wonky to drive in, but I've never had bad experiences in Texas. I always enjoyed going to the Dallas metro area, except for driving. So, and they have good food. Fort Worth was fun to go through, the stockyards. The cattle drive was a little bit of a letdown a few years ago when I went there, but it was still fun to see. Going to the shops and the old train station at the stockyards was fun. Six Flags Over Texas, as I've said, is fun. Babes throughout the city. Good country home cooking. It's a good place to eat. But yeah, Texas, I've never had bad experience in Texas. So that's why it's one of my favorite states. It's in the top 7 for that reason. Dallas Cowboys Stadium is a nice stadium. We took the tour 2015, I believe. Me and my buddy Kenny, when we went to the Nickelback concert. It's a nice stadium. Even though I used to be a Cowboys fan, I can't stand the team now. But it's a nice stadium. Moving on. Number 6. Missouri. Ending off this 10 through 6 episode, we have my neighbor to the north, Missouri. Why is Missouri number 6? Branson, Kansas City, St. Louis, Lake of the Ozarks, St. Joseph, Hannibal, the Ozarks. There's a lot of different reasons Missouri is number 6. It could have cracked the top 5. Like I said earlier, 8 through 6 could have cracked the top 5. Branson is my favorite vacation destination because it's got everything I need. Entertainment, attractions, tourist trap stuff, amusement park, a bar hopping spot, shops at the landing. It's got the strip. Silver Dollar City. It's got everything that I could want, and it's only 100 miles away from home. Never had a bad experience there. I've gone there a couple times. Every year of my life, I've gone there a couple times. And Kansas City, of course. Home to my favorite team. My favorite pro football team. I would love to take a tour of there one time, eventually. They don't allow video footage at Arrowhead. Kansas City's got an nice old looking downtown. They've got the Power and Light District. Thank God I said that right. If y'all want to go back and watch the same video, I think of my favorite bar hopping spots, least favorite cities and favorite towns. I think I messed up and said Bricktown. I messed up like 4 times and said Bricktown in Kansas City. But it's Power and Light District, which is awesome. It's an awesome bar. It's like a 2-story. Well, I've said it before in videos. St. Louis has a nice old downtown. They have the St. Louis Arch, which I've been up into. They have the Anheuser-Busch Brewery, which I've taken a tour of numerous times. Right on the Mississippi River. It's St. Joseph. It's the childhood home of Jesse James. They have the Pony Express Museum. Hannibal's kind of like a Eureka Springs on the Mississippi River. Lake of the Ozarks, a beautiful lake. So that's why I've never had and Knoll. I've camped many times and gone to Shadow Lake and Knoll. But yeah, Missouri, there's a lot of good memories I've had so far, up to this point, in Missouri. So that's why Missouri is number 6. And it could have easily have been in the top 5. Just the states above it, I rank a little bit higher. So y'all are going to have to find out tomorrow to end this 4-part mini-series. States I've been to, 22 through 1. That's going to do it for today. If you're new here, please feel free to hit that subscribe button after the video to stay notified on all my current and future whereabouts. And if you like this video, I totally had a brain fart. Tune in tomorrow and we'll do the top 5. Bye from the Gossip Road Trippers. Bye.